me ask you something. Yeah, you. Have you ever looked at your life and said something like this? If this is the final version of me, come on, God, why didn't you include a refund button or something? I know that's sort of a silly question, but I think we all go through that sometimes, right? Well, don't worry. You're not done yet. Hey guys, I'm Mark. I'm in Oswego, New York today, visiting my best friend. Welcome back to Hit the Mark today. And the channel is all about motivation meeting real life practicality. And of course, for those of you that know me, I like to throw in a little bit of comedy as well. Because if you can't laugh at yourselves, somebody else will, right? All right, Mark, what's today's topic? How to change your life. Not next year, not next month, not tomorrow, but today. So do me a favor. Grab a coffee, I don't know, iced coffee, whatever you want, lemon water, I don't care, kombucha, right? Or whatever keeps you from, whatever keeps your soul from napping, say at 2 p.m. And let's just dive into this, right? So we're going to start here. Number one, change begins in your mind. I know we've all heard that. But here's the truth, my friends. Your life doesn't change when the calendar flips. Do you understand that? Your life doesn't change when the boss finally notices you. Your life doesn't change when, your cousin stops asking you for money. Your life changes. Your life changes when your thinking changes. I think that's the best way to put it. Understand that every transformation starts with just one thing, a decision. I'm done living like the old version of Mark, or me, right? I'm done living the old version of me. Your mindset is the driving wheel of your life. And some of us have been driving with, I guess you could say, a wheel that's wobbling, like, you get one of those $12 tires from a gas station. You know what I mean? And today we're going to tighten up the bolts a little bit and see if we can make it run a little bit smoother. All right, section number 2, you really got to let go of what's holding you back. So many people today just struggle with letting go of things. You can't step into a new season while dragging the baggage of the old one. I hope that makes sense. Understand that old habits, old excuses, old fears, old self-talk, things that sounds like, this is just how I am. No. It's how you were. Did you get that word? It's how you were. You're allowed to outgrow your history. Did you get that? You're allowed to become someone new. You're allowed to level up. My friends, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your life and said this? If this is the final version of me, why didn't God include some sort of a refund button? That's sort of a funny question, huh? Don't worry. My friends, you're not done yet. I'm Mark. Oswego, New York today, visiting a dear friend. Welcome back to Hit the Mark today. The channel where, motivation meets real life practicality. And of course, if you guys know me or watch some of the other videos, there's always a little bit of comedy and laughter. Because seriously, if you can't laugh at yourself, somebody else will, don't you think? Today's topic, you ready? How to change your life. Not next year, not next month, today. You ready? Grab your coffee, iced coffee, whatever you want, lemon water, kombucha, I guess that's the thing, or whatever keeps your soul from falling asleep at 2 p.m. Grab something like that, and let's go for it and dive in and talk about this topic. So section number 1 here, change begins in your mind. Everybody's heard that before. And here's the truth, my friends. Your life just doesn't change when, the calendar flips. Your life doesn't change when the boss, finally notices who you are or memorizes your name. Your life doesn't change when your cousin stops asking you for money. I hope you don't have one of those cousins. But anyways, your life changes when your thinking changes. Did you get that? Your life changes when your thinking changes. Every transformation starts with a decision. Something like, I'm done living like the old version of me. You got it? Your mindset is the driving wheel of your life. And some of us have been, I guess you could say, some of us have been driving with a wheel that's one of those like wobbly, like 12-buck tires that you get at a gas station, And today what we're going to try to do is share some things that's going to help you tighten up the bolts, to help your life maybe run a little bit smoother. So here, number 2 here, let's go, you got to let go of what's holding you back, my friends. You can't step into a new season while, dragging the baggage of the old season that you just came through. Think about these things. Old habits, old excuses, old fears, old self-talks that sound like, this is just how I am. I am what I am. No! It's how you were. Did you get that word? Were. You're allowed to outgrow your history. I'll say that again. You are allowed to outgrow your history. You're allowed to become somebody new. You're allowed to level up, right? Level. Some of us hold on to our past like it's some sort of a VIP pass, even though it's expired, say, 5 years ago. Today's the day, my friends, that you need to let it go. Get rid of it. All right, number 3, you step into a new direction. Change is not magic. It's momentum. It's built through, small, consistent decisions. Maybe one better choice. How about this? Maybe one better habit. Maybe one better thought. Or how about this? One better step in the right direction. People don't transform because they never start, or they start and stop and start and stop and start again on Monday. You know what I mean, right? Because Monday is, just feels more official. But here's the secret. The moment that you take one new step, just one, your entire direction, it shifts. It shifts. And that small shift is being done in a direction that can completely change where you're going, or change your destination. That's probably a better word. All right, guys, number 4 here, you got to walk with courage. I see so many people today with their head down walking in fear. And let's be honest, change a lot of times is uncomfortable. Think about, new habits. They're uncomfortable. Growth. Uncomfortable. But you know what else is also uncomfortable? Staying in the same. Right? Staying right there. Fear is normal. Deal with it. Self-doubt is normal. Deal with it. But courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage just means you're willing to move forward, even when fear is maybe yelling in the background at you. Wait! We didn't plan this. You don't need perfect confidence to start, my friends. You just need, like I mentioned, that amazing word, momentum. And then you need a decision, right? And And then you need the willingness to say, I might not feel ready, but I'm going to go for it anyway. All right, guys. In section number 5 here, the power of daily action. Something every single day. Understand that massive life change happens through micro, small, daily actions. You know, the way you talk to yourself. That's so important. How you start your morning. What about the people you keep around you? How about maybe your habits that you continue to repeat? What about the thoughts you feed your mind? My friends, your daily choices are, I guess you could call them architects building your future. And what you repeat becomes who you become. And again, you don't need a perfect plan. Please understand that. You just need a committed heart and a consistent step. Or steps, probably better, plural, not just one, plural. Your future self is literally cheering for you right now. And your past self is probably terrified because it knows it's about to lose control. All right, as I wrap this up today, guys, let me give you a little motivational push, I guess we could call it, for this message today. All right? Understand this. You can change your life. You can become stronger. You can grow. You can break those old patterns. You can create a new story. Did you get those? And you know what the best part is of that? You can start right now, today, right now. All right, my friends. If this message fired you up a little bit, smash that like button a little bit. Don't break your phone, but you know, if you like breaking old habits and like the videos, hit the subscribe button also, so you never miss another motivational drop from Hit the Mark Today. And I always enjoy your comments, so comment below. I'm ready for change. Or just say, hey, tell me where you're from. Hey guys, thanks for watching Hit the Mark Today, where every day is another change to aim higher. You got it? And to hit the bullseye. Hit the mark. Today.